Basically, here to talk about some lies people tell to maybe Homeland Security, office, or wherever your embassy is called, or the name is whatever name you call it, just to get their status regularized, and then without thinking of consequences. Now, some people travel to a foreign land genuinely with the intention of actually progressing, advancing their life, and getting better, or studying, and just being better than what they were before they left their own birth country. And then some people took the legal route, some took the illegal route to cross over. But whatever route you took, or whatever path you took, legal or illegal, and say for the people that took the legal route and actually had a genuine purpose for them crossing over, and then for some certain reason their visa got stopped, terminated, discontinued, hotel, or whatever reason, and then they've been asked to go back home, especially where you come from, maybe a struggling family, and it took a whole lot for you to leave your own home country, and then you came so that just to better your life and that of your family. It's always very difficult to want to go back when you've been asked to leave. Now, that said, my concern is where people tend to start lying or take very funny, drastic route just to get their status back or get their leave to remain back. You know, um, some take risks, some endanger their own self and compromise with their destiny and their purpose or their calling, and some just don't care who they hurt in the process, or they don't just give a damn. So they believe that maybe say if they lie, they can always go to God and ask for forgiveness. So I'm just going to talk about two cases here, or probably focus on one so I make the video short. The one, you lie. So some people take asylum, saying, okay, asylum is where you say, okay, if you go back to your home country, your life is at risk, or you might die, or they might kill you, or this or that, and so you tend to claim that asylum. And but then you have to give reason for and show proof, give evidence for claiming asylum. Now people concoct different story and they give it to home office or homeland security or wherever your home is called, and then it works for them. Now because it worked for A expects B to do the same, or tell B, oh, it worked for me, and B want to do the same, C do, and D does the same, and all that. Truth is, there are always consequences. Yeah, it might look as if, yes, from your lie, you were given the status and everything seems to be flowing for you, but then it will always come back to you. And some people come up with, oh, I have mental health situation, I have mental health, I'm sick, I'm prone, I'm suicidal prone, or this, my health is that, my health is this, and then they go for different medical appointment, GP appointment, and then they're given medication that they know they won't take because they're lying. But sometimes they just Google on symptom, effect, and whatever, and then tell the story. And from there, the GP give them different medication just to, and they just keep going back to say it's not working, it's not working. And they keep copying the tablet and the dose, and then you're flushing it. You're going to bin it. There are people out there that actually genuinely needs it, but then they waste the money, the lie, but all is done just because you need to stay. I'm not judging at all. I'm not, the reason. I'm not judging. I need you to listen to me from where I'm coming from. And then some going to marry. Now, with the marriage, they don't really love the person. There's no emotion, no connection, no link, no nothing bonding the two of you. But just so that you can just regularize your status, and then you can just go beyond that and have the peace and just be able to like work, earn money, and help yourself and probably your family back home, or yeah, then you just take that risk of taking someone else on board and making the person feel that you're in love. For some time it could be a contract between the two people, knowing they don't love themselves, but then for the fact that they want to support, this person want to support the other one, sometimes money is exchanged, sometimes there's no money exchange, for whatever reason. If it's an agreement between the two, say I want to support you to get your paper, that's different from you actually lying and deceiving the person, saying you love the person when you know you don't. Your intention is just to get your status, and once you get your status, you move. Some even go to having babies, and after having the babies, they proceed to divorce. There's blood involved, there's human heart involved, there's emotion involved, the heart is involved, everything is involved. And then because you went through it knowing that you're not honest, you're not true, you just walk out from it hurting the other person. Now, for those that go with mental health, saying, oh, I have mental health, see, the words we speak is the same thing to seed, and the air we speak the word to is the same thing as to the soil. So the seed to the soil, your word to the air. You know that when we sow a seed, some seed comes out within 1 year, 1 week, 1 month, 3 months. Some take years to go to actually shoot. And then it's the same thing with our words. Some words you say can manifest within 1 week, 1 day, 2 months. Some take years to come. So if you go lying to home office or saying that, okay, I have mental health, when you don't, definitely it will come one day. If it's not in form of mental health, it will come in form of something else. You know how the devil works? He will let you have what you want, allow you. He heard what you said, so he will allow you, and then at a certain time, when you start enjoying the benefit of that which you actually got from that lie, then he will throw in that word. He will remind you of the word you said, and it will be at when the peak of your joy, your happiness is, when you actually feel this is it, I've arrived. He will show up to take that away from you. So I'm only here to say to you today that there are consequences. Yeah, you might be going through the immigration challenges. It might be hard, it might be difficult, it might be painful, but truth is there's always a way. There's always a way, and it's that way I want you to look out for. And when I say there's always a way, I mean there's always a positive way, that you don't need to lie, you don't need to cause pain to another person, to a second party or a third party, that's to a woman or to a man, or even bring a baby along the way that will also become part of this pain innocently. So if you believe in God, keep believing He will show up for you. If there's something you trust in, keep trusting it. And it's the same way you say mental health. Someone says I have mental health when the person doesn't have mental health. It's the same way you should declare and proclaim and say the things that you want, that someday you have your visa, and you don't have to go through it in a very negative way or wrong way. You don't need to follow what ABCD did. Sometimes someone can give you advice, and then if you don't take it, they look at you like, what do you feel like? Why are you different, or are you the saint or whatever? You don't need to listen to them. You just need to listen to your heart, and then stay focused, stay believing that it will come true for you. Somehow it will come true for you. So that's where my talk is today. I know the people that genuinely cross to come do something, but for some reason their visa got curtailed, got discontinued, and then they've been asked to go back home, and they just don't know what to do, because the situation back home. If you tell them, or maybe home office or homeland security, they will say, okay, you have family, you grew there, most of your years were spent. But my talk today is just, please, don't cause a third party pain. Don't cause the second party pain because you greedily, you're focusing on yourself alone. That's one. Two, don't go lying about your health, because your health, your life is so expensive. It's beyond that immigration paper, that status, that visa. So when you go lying about it, someday to come back to you. I just wish you well. And whoever's going through tough time this moment, be it alone with family. I just pray that you believe in God and you know that He is with you and that He supports immigration, He supports you moving from one place to another, and that it will come true for you. I wish you well. Thank you for listening to me. Bye.